Hey there, Nicola Grace, the Mission Mentor here, and Happy New Year. We made it through all of those trials and tribulations of the COVID 2020. So what's next for you? You know, one of the things that I think is so important to do in the beginning of each year is to set it up right. And I always like to have a reading. And even though I'm a visionary and I'm psychic, I'm a business mentor, I've had 7 different businesses, been an entrepreneur for 33 years, I still like to go to somebody who can shed light and insight and give me guidance for my year ahead at the beginning of each year. So I would like to offer to you for the very first time actually at my really in-depth reading, a New Year's reading for you, a visionary reading. Here's what it's going to look like. We're going to get together, and the first thing I want to do is just answer any questions that you have about any area of your life. We want to look at what's coming up for you in 2021. What do you need to be concerned about, or what do you need to put in place? Are you going to get impacted by a second lockdown of COVID if that happens? Are you going to be impacted if we go into a global depression? And what can you do? So we'll get that out of the way. Any questions you've got about any area of your life. And then we're going to relax and we're going to go into the next phase, which is that all-important alignment process, which I am an expert in. Your soul's mission blueprint activates all the time. And it's always wanting you to go into the next level of growth and expansion of your purpose. So what is that for you for 2021? Because as the author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People once said, is if your ladder is up against the wrong wall, you just end up going into the wrong direction faster. And at the end of the year, you don't reach your goals. We don't want that happening to you, especially because this year could be a tough year economically. Where is your niche? Where is your place in the world that is going to make sure that, one, you're in alignment with your soul, but because you're in that alignment, you're going to get some flow and you're going to be able to weather these challenges and even thrive in them and make the most of them. So that's the next section of the reading. Then the all-important focus on monetization. What do you need to focus on this year? How are you going to monetize within this climate that we're now living in? Because you know that things aren't going back to normal, right? So where's the monetization? We go into a very in-depth look at what is aligning best for you going forward, so we can make sure that your income and your cash flow can flow, even though the economy might be shutting down or contracting. What is that for you? And we want to make then a strategy going forward. What do you need to focus on? How do we move you forward? What are the ways that we can get you to where you want to be? Now, that is a lot in one session, and that's because I'm so experienced and I've been doing this for 20 years at least as a business mentor, a psychic business mentor. And my wealth of experience, the fact that I've had to pivot in my own business in COVID, as well as my psychic skills that have been developing ever since I was a child, runs in my family. Many of you know this. So that is there. You combine those two and you have a very powerful guide and a very powerful light coming at you. And we can record the session, because I do speak fast when I start channeling in these sessions. And then you've got it so that you can listen to it and go through each section, taking notes afterwards, so that you make sure that you don't miss anything out. Now, I'm also going to be giving you my course for free, the Purpose to Profit for Kickstarter course, which gives a couple of processes for you to do some soul searching. When you're working with me and you are doing that alignment section of the reading, one of the things that I'm really well known for is helping people come to that spot where you connect with the soul, you connect with the truth of your vision and of your pathway forward. And sometimes, I will warn you, we both get a little bit teary because we recognize we've had some soul communication. We want to make sure that happens in the reading. However, when you do those discovery processes, it takes that connection to the soul that much deeper and that much more detailed. And we all know that success is in the detail, right? So I'm going to gift you that course so you can do those two processes on your own. It helps you massage your business model going forward this year, whether you're a practitioner, a coach, you want to be one, or you're looking at starting a new social enterprise, wherever you're at. You just want to have a sideline business, which is really important for people, because obviously jobs, there's no security in jobs anymore. Whatever the stage you're at, you will be able to use those processes to fit it in to where you're at, to give you the very clear, detailed direction going forward on your monetization model in particular, and that alignment to that soul's purpose. So that's awesome. And I can promise you this, I work really hard to get you to the wow, so that you recognize what's saying is true. It's not just a whole lot of interesting information. It's very powerful information that can empower you forward to make 2021 one of the best years yet. So all you need to do to get that session is click the button below, which will take you over to the checkout form. There is a coupon code there for you that you can use to get a discount for 2021. And once you've done that and checked out, you're going to be taken to my calendar where you can then book your session. Now, I only have a limited number of spaces in my calendar. So when they fill up, and the shopping cart will shut down. You won't be able to book this session. It's not something I do all the time. It is not the same as my discovery sessions that I do for people throughout the year. This is a very in-depth reading for you on all those areas that I've discussed, and you can see them on the page below as well. And then we move forward with that strategy for you. So it's very, very in-depth. And if that's something that you're resonating with, you feel it's the best investment you can be making, so you're not spending the entire year doing the wrong thing, heading off in the wrong direction, and then really struggling financially. We don't want that. This year is going to be important for you not to struggle financially. So if that's important to you, that you get on the right track and you're on the right path, and you want a sounding board maybe also for some of the ideas that you've got, if that's really important to you and you feel that that's going to have value for you, then book that session, and we'll be speaking to each other really soon. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.